Hello and welcome everyone. My voice clearly.
Hello, sister. I think your voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking. Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so let's begin with a short meditation. Sit back comfortably. Withdraw your attention from the outside world and bring it to yourself. As I breathe in, I invite courage and confidence into my being. With each breath, I feel my heart filled with strength and determination. I breathe out fear, doubt, and uncertainty, allowing them to leave my body. I trust myself, my abilities, and my inner guidance. I visualize myself facing challenges with bravery and resilience. I remind myself that fearlessness is about being bold and pursuing my dreams with confidence. With each breath, I feel more grounded, more centered, and more fearless. I'm ready to take on the challenges, to step into the unknown, and to trust that I'll emerge stronger and wiser. Okay, thank you so much. Is my voice clear now?
हाँ जी, sister. Clear.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
Very audible.
All right, so I'll share the screen with you. Okay, so today we're going to start from here. The Levanta increased in intensity. Here I am between my flock and my treasure, the boy thought. He had to choose between something he had become accustomed to and something he wanted to have. There was also the merchant's daughter, but she wasn't as important as his flock because she didn't depend on him. Maybe she didn't even remember him. He was sure that it made no difference to her on which day he appeared. For her, every day was the same, and when each day is the same as the next, it's because people fail to recognize the good things that happen in their lives every day that the sun rises. तो यहाँ पे ना वो सैंटियागो की बात कर रहे हैं तो ही इज कंफ्यूज्ड एज टू व्हाट टू डू whether to go for his treasure. तो वो उस बारे में अपने आप में कॉन्टेम्पलेट कर रहा है. I left my mother I left my father, my mother, and the town castle behind. They have gotten used to my being away, and so have I. The sheep will get used to my not being there too, the boy thought. तो ये सारे thoughts, boy के mind में चल रहे हैं कि everybody is getting used to me being away. तो वो सोच रहा है कि अभी क्या करना चाहिए उसको आगे. From where he sat, he could observe the plaza. People continued to come and go from the baker's shop. A young couple sat on the bench where he had talked with the old man, and they kissed. That baker, he said to himself, without completing the thought. The Levanta was still getting stronger, and he felt its force on his face. That wind had brought the moors, yes, but it had also brought the smell of the desert and of veiled women. It had brought with it the sweat and the dreams of men who had once left to search for the unknown, and for gold and adventure, and for the pyramids. The boy felt jealous of the freedom of the wind and saw that he could have the same freedom. There was nothing to hold him back except himself. The sheep, the merchant's daughter, and the fields of Andalusia were only steps along the way to his personal legend. The next day, the boy met the old man at noon. He brought 6 sheep with him. I'm surprised, the boy said. My friend bought all the other sheep immediately. He said that he had always dreamed of being a shepherd and that it was a good omen. That's the way it always is, said the old man. It's called the principle of favorability. When you play cards the first time, you are almost sure to win. Beginner's luck. Why is that? Because there is a force that wants you to realize your personal legend. It whets your appetite with a taste of success. मतलब ये जो omens हो रहे हैं, ये जो signs मिल रहे हैं, जो guidance उसको मिलती है boy को, तो उसको वही वो समझाते हैं कि ये सब it's all beginner's luck, it's all your guidance, and there is a force that wants you to realize that you are going to get success. There is a force that is helping you through all of this, that is guiding you. Then the old man began to inspect the sheep, and he saw that one was lame. The boy explained that it wasn't important, since that sheep was the most intelligent of the flock and produced the most wool. Where is the treasure? He asked. It's in Egypt, near the pyramids. The boy was startled. The old woman had said the same thing, but she hadn't charged him anything. In order to find the treasure, you will have to follow the omens. God has prepared a path for everyone to follow. You just have to read the omens that He left for you. So, वही वो समझा रहा है कि God has prepared a path for everyone. बस हमें उनकी वो guidance को follow करना है जो हमारे लिए उन्होंने पहले से ही prepare करके रखा हुआ है. Before the boy could reply, a butterfly appeared and fluttered between him and the old man. He remembered something his grandfather had once told him, that butterflies were a good omen, like crickets and like grasshoppers, like lizards and four-leaf clovers. That's right, said the old man, able to read the boy's thoughts. Just as your grandfather taught you, these are good omens. वो बॉय बटरफ्लाई को देखता है, उन दोनों के बीच में आता है, तो ही रिमेम्बर्स कि उसके ग्रैंडफादर ने कहा था कि बटरफ्लाईज आर गुड ओमेन. तो वो ओल्ड मैन भी यही कहता है कि हाँ दैट इज राइट, दे आर गुड ओमेन्स. The old man opened his cape, and the boy was struck by what he saw. The old man wore a breastplate of heavy gold covered with precious stones. The boy recalled the brilliance he had noticed on the previous day. He really was a king. He must be disguised to avoid encounters with thieves. तो जब ओल्ड मैन ने केप अपना खोला तो बॉय हैरान हो गया उसको देख के he was having this heavy gold he was wearing this heavy gold on his chest cover and so he then he understood कि हाँ he is really the king. Take these, said the old man, holding out a white stone and a black stone that had been embedded at the center of the breastplate. They are called Urim and Thummim. The black signifies yes and the white no. When you are unable to read the omens, they will help you to do so. Always ask an objective question. But if you can, try to make your own decisions. The treasure is at the pyramids that you already know. But I had to insist on the payment of 6 sheep because I helped you make your decision. तो ये जो किंग है वो क्या करता है वो सैंटियागो को 2 स्टोन्स देता है एक उरम एंड थमिन. सो द ब्लैक सिग्निफाइज यस एंड वाइट नो. तो कहता है अगर आप अपने अपनी गाइडलाइंस अपने ओमेंस को नहीं समझ पाए तो आप इनसे क्वेश्चन पूछ के you'll be able to get your answers. बट फिर भी वो यही समझाता है कि खुद से डिसीजंस लेना ट्राई करना. और फिर वो यही कहता है कि मैंने तभी 6 sheep क्यों मांगे बिकॉज आई हेल्प यू मेक योर डिसीजन. मैंने हेल्प किया आपको अपना डिसीजन मेकअप करने. The boy put the stones in his pouch. From then on, he would make his own decisions. Don't forget that everything you deal with is only one thing and nothing else. And don't forget the language of omens. And above all, don't forget to follow your personal legend through to its conclusion. But before I go, I want to tell you a little story. A certain shopkeeper sent his son to learn about the secret of happiness from the wisest man in the world. The lad wandered through the desert for 40 days and finally came upon a beautiful castle high atop a mountain. It was there that the wise man lived. Rather than finding a saintly man, though our hero, on entering the main room of the castle, saw a hive of activity. Tradesmen came and went. People were conversing in the corners. A small orchestra was playing soft music. And there was a table covered with platters of the most delicious food in that part of the world. The wise man conversed with everyone, and the boy had to wait for 2 hours before it was his turn to be given the man's attention. The wise man listened attentively to the boy's explanation of why he had come, but told him that he didn't have time just to explain the secret of happiness. He suggested that the boy look around the palace and return in 2 hours. Meanwhile, I want to ask you to do something, said the wise man, handing the boy a teaspoon that held 2 drops of oil. As you wander around, carry the spoon with you without allowing the oil to spill. The boy began climbing and descending the many stairways of the palace, keeping his eyes fixed on the spoon. After 2 hours, he returned to the room where the wise man was. तो ये इसको स्टोरी सुना रहा है कि एक वाइज मैन होता है और एक बॉय जाता है उसको मिलने के लिए टू आस्क हिम हिज सीक्रेट ऑफ हैप्पीनेस. तो वो देखता है वहां पे बड़ा सारा कमोशन हो रहा है एंड फिर उसको 2 घंटे बाद वो बॉय काफी टाइम बाद वो मिलता है फिर बॉय से आफ्टर 2 आवर्स. So he asks him to, go around go around the palace and gives him a spoon with 2 drops of oil और उसको कहता है कि ये गिरना नहीं चाहिए. ठीक है. After 2 hours, the boy began climbing and descending the many stairways of the palace, keeping his eyes fixed on the spoon. After 2 hours, he returned to the room where the wise man was. Well, asked the wise man, did you see the Persian tapestries that are hanging in my dining hall? Did you see the garden that it took the master gardener 10 years to create? Did you notice the beautiful parchments in my library? तो वो वाइज मैन ये सारे क्वेश्चंस पूछता है लड़के को कि आपने ये सब चीजें देखी पैलेस में. The boy was embarrassed and confessed that he had observed nothing. His only concern had been not to spill the oil that the wise man had entrusted to him. Then go back and observe the marvels of my world, said the wise man. You cannot trust a man if you don't know his house. तो वो लड़का कहता है कि हिज ओनली कंसर्न वाज कि वो ऑयल ना गिरे, तो उसने कुछ देखा ही नहीं. तो फिर वाइसमैन कहता है अच्छा अब दोबारा जाके सारा कुछ देखो मेरे घर का. Relieved, the boy picked up the spoon and returned to his exploration of the palace. This time, observing all of the works of art on the ceilings and the walls. He saw the gardens, the mountains all around him, the beauty of the flowers, and the taste with which everything had been selected. Upon returning to the wise man, he related in detail everything he had seen. But where are the drops of oil I entrusted to you? Asked the wise man. Looking down at the spoon he held, the boy saw the oil was gone. Well, there is only one piece of advice I can give you, said the wisest of wise men. The secret of happiness is to see all the marvels of the world and never to forget the drops of oil on the spoon. This shepherd said nothing. He had understood the story the old man had told him. A shepherd may like to travel, but he should never forget about his sheep. तो ये जो सारी स्टोरी इसका मॉडल यही है कि आपका जो मेन फोकस है, मेन पर्पस है, मेन जो आपकी आइडेंटिटी है जिस पे आपने फोकस करना है, आपने उसको नहीं भूलना. wherever you are going, whatever you are doing, मतलब you have a look at everything, you can enjoy whatever is around you, but जो आपका मेन पर्पस है, you shouldn't forget that. The old man looked at the boy and, with his hands held together, made several strange gestures over the boy's head. Then, taking his sheep, he walked away. At the highest point in Tarifa, there is an old fort built by the Moors. From atop its walls, one can catch a glimpse of Africa. Melchizedek, Melchizedek, the king of Salem, sat on the wall of the fort that afternoon and felt the lavender blowing in his face. The sheep fidgeted nearby, uneasy with their new owner and excited by so much change. All they wanted was food and water. Melchizedek watched a small ship that was plowing its way out of the port. He would never again see the boy, just as he had never seen Abraham again after having charged him his 1/10 fee. That was his work. The gods should not have desires because they don't have personal legends. But the king of Salem hoped desperately that the boy would be successful. It's too bad that he's quickly going to forget my name, he thought. I should have repeated it for him. Then, when he spoke about me, he would say that I am Melchizedek, the king of Salem. He looked to the skies, feeling a bit abashed, and said, I know it's the vanity of vanities, as you said, my lord, but an old king sometimes has to take some pride in himself. तो यही वो किंग उस फोर्ट पे बैठ के ना उस बॉय के बारे में सोच रहा था एंड ही रियली विश दैट द बॉय बी सक्सेसफुल. How strange Africa is, thought the boy. He was sitting in a bar very much like the other bars he had seen along the narrow streets of Tangier. Some men were smoking from a gigantic pipe that they passed from one to the other. In just a few hours, he had seen men walking hand in hand, women with their faces covered, and priests that climbed to the tops of towers and chanted, as everyone about him went to their knees and placed their foreheads on the ground. A practice of infidels, he said to himself. As a child in church, he had always looked at the image of Saint Santiago Matamoros on his white horse, his sword unsheathed, and figures such as these kneeling at his feet. The boy felt ill and terribly alone. The infidels had an evil look about them. Besides this, in the rush of his travels, he had forgotten a detail, just one detail, which could keep him from his treasure for a long time. Only Arabic was spoken in this country. तो इतना सब जब हो रहा था उसको एक चीज याद आई जो एक छोटी सी डिटेल जो उसने व्हाट ही डिडंट थिंक अबाउट वाज दैट ओनली अरेबिक वाज स्पोकन और वो उसको आती नहीं. The owner of the bar approached him, and the boy pointed to a drink that had been served at the next table. It turned out to be a bitter tea. The boy preferred wine. But he didn't need to worry about that right now. What he had to be concerned about was his treasure and how he was going to go about getting it. The sale of his sheep had left him with enough money in his pouch, and the boy knew that in money there was magic. Whoever has money is never really alone. Before long, maybe in just a few days, he would be at the pyramids. And old man with the breastplate of gold wouldn't have lied just to acquire 6 sheep. वहां बैठे वो सोच रहा है अपने ट्रेजर के बारे में एंड उसने सोचा कि उसने अपने शीप को सेल ऑफ कर दिया एंड ही इज गॉट इनफ मनी. तो वही वही सारी बातें उसके दिमाग में घूम रही है वहां बैठे थे. The old man had spoken about signs and omens, and as the boy was crossing the street, he had thought about omens. Yes, the old man had known what he was talking about. During the time the boy had spent in the fields of Andalusia, he had become used to learning which path he should take by observing the ground and the sky. Had discovered that the presence of a certain bird meant that a snake was nearby, and that a certain shrub was a sign that there was water in the area. The sheep had taught him that. तो वो सोच रहा है कि जब वो वो फील्ड्स में था शीप के साथ तो ओमेन्स के बारे में गाइडेंस के बारे में ही हैड अंडरस्टूड अ लॉट. जैसे कि इफ देयर इज अ सर्टेन बर्ड उसका मतलब देयर इज अ स्नेक अराउंड एंड इफ देयर इज अ सर्टेन श्रब दैट वाज अ साइन दैट देयर इज वाटर. तो ये सब चीजें उनको उसको शीप से सीखी थी उसने. If God leads the sheep so well, will he also lead a man, he thought, and that made him feel better. The tea seemed less bitter. Who are you? He heard a voice ask him in Spanish. The boy was relieved. He was thinking about omens and someone had appeared. How come you speak Spanish? He asked. The new arrival was a young man in Western dress, but the color of his skin suggested He was from the city. He was about the same age and height as the boy. Almost everyone here speaks Spanish. We are only 2 hours from Spain. Sit down and let me treat you to something, said the boy, and asked for a glass of wine for me. I hate this tea. There is no wine in this country, the young man said. The religion here forbids it. The boy told him that he needed to get to the pyramids. He almost began to tell about his treasure, but decided not to do so. If he did, it was possible that the Arab would want a part of it as payment for taking him there. He remembered what the old man had said about offering something you didn't even have yet. तो जब ये सारी बातें सोच रहा होता है तो उतने में एक लड़का आता है and then he starts talking to him, starts getting friendly. तो फिर बॉय सोचता है कि उसको he can ask him about the pyramids, how to get there, but then on second thoughts वो नहीं पूछता because then he feels that he'll probably have to give him a part of the treasure. I'd like you to take me there if you can. I can pay you to serve as my guide. Do you have any idea how to get there? The newcomer asked. The boy noticed that the owner of the bar stood nearby, listening attentively to their conversation. He felt uneasy at the man's presence, but he had found a guide and didn't want to miss out on an opportunity. You have to cross the entire Sahara Desert, said the young man, and to do that you need money. I need to know whether you have enough. The boy thought it was a strange question, but he trusted in the old man who had said that when you really want something, the universe always conspires in your favor. So, तो जो वो बॉय था वो उसको पूछता है कि do you have money? And मतलब he somehow agrees to help him. तो वही वो सैंटियागो सोचने लगता है कि it is true that the universe does help us, if we really do want something and if we really work towards it. He took his money from his pouch and showed it to the young man. The owner of the bar came over and looked as well. The two men exchanged some words in Arabic, and the bar owner seemed irritated. Let's get out of here, said the new arrival. He wants us to leave. The boy was relieved. He got up to pay the bill, but the owner grabbed him and began to speak to him in an angry stream of words. The boy was strong and wanted to retaliate, but he was in a foreign country. His new friend pushed the owner aside and pulled the boy outside with him. He wanted your money, he said. Tangier is not like the rest of Africa. This is a port, and every port has its thieves. So जो वो ओनर था बार का उसने देखा इसके पास इतने पैसे हैं तो he started, he wanted his money. तो जो न्यू फ्रेंड बनता है सैंटियागो का वो उसको कहता है लेट्स लीव. तो इतने में क्या होता है the owner starts pulling him and he was basically a thief. He wanted all his money. The boy trusted his new friend. He had helped him out in a dangerous situation. He took out his money and counted it. We could get to the pyramids by tomorrow, said the other, taking the money, but I have to buy 2 camels. They walked together through the narrow streets of Tangier. Everywhere there were stalls with items for sale. They reached the center of a large plaza where the market was held. There were thousands of people there. There were thousands of people there arguing, selling, and buying vegetables for sale amongst daggers and carpets displayed alongside tobacco. But the boy never took his eye off his new friend. After all, he had all his money. He thought about asking him to give it back, but decided that it would be unfriendly. He knew nothing about the customs of the strange land he was in. I'll just watch him, he said to himself. He knew he was stronger than his friend. Suddenly, there in the midst of all that confusion, he saw the most beautiful sword he had ever seen. The scabbard was embossed in silver, and the handle was black and encrusted with precious stones. The boy promised himself that when he returned from Egypt, he would buy that sword. Ask this owner of that stall how much the sword costs, he said to his friend. Then he realized that he had been distracted for a few moments looking at the sword. His heart squeezed as if his chest had suddenly compressed it. He was afraid to look around because he knew what he would find. He continued to look at the beautiful sword for a bit longer until he summoned the courage to turn around. All around him was the market with people coming and going, shouting and buying, and the aroma of strange foods. But nowhere could he find his new companion. तो क्या हुआ वो एक शॉप में ना एक स्वॉर्ड को देख के बहुत मेस्मराइज हो गया उसको बहुत he really got fascinated by that sword. So he kept looking at that sword and he got distracted. So then, something made him realize that his friend who was with him, वो चला गया. He was not there anymore. तो उसके बाद, after that, when he looked around, he saw that his friend was not there. तो वो चला गया, जो उसका new friend बना था. The boy wanted to believe that his friend had simply become separated from him by accident. He decided to stay right there and await his return. As he waited, a priest climbed to the top of a nearby tower and began his chant. Everyone in the market fell to their knees, touched their foreheads to the ground, and took up the chant. Then, like a colony of worker ants, they dismantled their stalls and left. The sun began its departure as well. The boy watched it through its trajectory for some time until it was hidden behind the white houses surrounding the plaza. He recalled that when the sun had risen that morning, he was on another continent, still a shepherd with 60 sheep, and looking forward to meeting with a girl. That morning, he had known everything that was going to happen to him as he walked through the familiar fields. But now, as the sun began to set, he was in a different country, a stranger in a strange land where he couldn't even speak the language. He was no longer a shepherd and he had nothing, not even the money to return and start everything over. तो वो जो उसका फ्रेंड होता है उसके सारे पैसे ले लेता है and he just disappears. तो अभी वही वो सोच रहा है कि now he's in this, in a different country where he doesn't even know the language and he doesn't even have any money with him. So, everything has sort of, gone haywire. Okay. All this happened between sunrise and sunset, the boy thought. He was feeling sorry for himself and lamenting the fact that his life could have changed so suddenly and so drastically. He was so ashamed that he wanted to cry. He had never even wept in front of his own sheep, but the marketplace was empty and he was far from home, so he wept. He wept because God was unfair and because this was the way God repaid those who believed in their dreams. So, बहुत ज़्यादा he gets, very, very upset and he begins to cry. तो उसको लगता है कि, जो भी अपनी ड्रीम्स फॉलो करने की कोशिश करता है उसको, God repays them in this way. So, but he was very upset and disheartened. When I had my sheep, I was happy and I made those around me happy. People saw me coming and welcomed me, he thought. But now I'm sad and alone. I'm going to become bitter and distrustful of people because one person betrayed me. I'm going to hate those who have found their treasure because I never found mine. And I'm going to hold on to what little I have because I'm too insignificant to conquer the world. तो बहुत ज्यादा एक नेगेटिव थॉट प्रोसेस इसके अंदर चलना शुरू हो जाता है बिकॉज he feels one person betrayed him so he cannot trust anyone and he just gets very very unhappy and negative. He opened his pouch to see what was left of his possessions. Maybe there was a bit left of the sandwich he had eaten on the ship, but all he found was the heavy book, his jacket, and the 2 stones the old man had given him. As he looked at the stones, he felt relieved for some reason. He had exchanged 6 sheep for 2 precious stones that had been taken from a gold breastplate. He could sell the stones and buy a return ticket. But this time I'll be smarter, the boy thought, removing them from the pouch so he could put them in his pocket. This was a port town, and the only truthful thing his friend had told him that the port towns are full of thieves. तो इतने में क्या हुआ उसने वो जो दो स्टोन्स किंग ने दिए थे ना उसने वो देखे and then he thought he'll put it in his pocket and he can sell those stones and get a return ticket. Now he understood why the owner of the bar had been so upset. He was trying to tell him not to trust that man. I'm like everyone else. I see the world in terms of what I would like to see happen, not what actually does. Okay. I think we'll start from here in the next session. He ran his fingers slowly over the stone. Okay, so I think we'll end this session here. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you.